week on The Lead, we take a look at FCCLA's Walk for Children event.
And a player dominating the basketball court. All this and more coming up on The Lead.
I'm Destiny Paxton.
And I'm Joseph Standifer, and you're watching The Lead.
Come out and join the Marcus basketball teams for their games on February 4th. During the game, they'll be taking a moment to honor Coach Carrie Gabel and kidney cancer awareness. Coach Gabel is the head coach of Marcus's golf team and was recently diagnosed with kidney cancer. If you wish to support Coach Gabel and can't attend the game, you can visit the GoFundMe page linked below in the comments of this broadcast.
You should also save the date for February 8th. Lewisville High will be hosting a book signing for The Life Coach by Ronnie Gage. The former LHS coach has written the self-help book and will be signing copies Saturday from 2 to 4 in the LHS auditorium. Coach Gage led Lewisville to state titles in 1993 and 96. If you would like to purchase the book beforehand, check it out on Amazon.
TECC East is hosting the annual blood drive on Valentine's Day, February 14th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sign up by using the link in the description below, or you can contact Mrs. Nathan. To sign up and take part, you must be 17 years old or older and weigh over 100 pounds. Also, this event is not just for students. Parents and other members of the community are encouraged to come and participate, so spread the word and get your friends and family to take part in a great cause.
Last week, Marcus High School hosted LISD's 27th annual MLK Day celebration, where they held a keynote address with Lieutenant Colonel Charleston. During the event, the winners of the art, essay, and photo contests were recognized. Afterwards, there were several performances by local LISD choirs and dance teams.
Hebron's FCCLA club held a fundraising event this past weekend. Hannah Wee has more on the story.
Hebron High School hosted a free walk for the organization Kind Kids in Need of Defense. With FCCLA being the best way to execute the fundraiser, Jillian Witten and Lauren Perry, the organizers of the event, turned their passion into action by raising more awareness about Kind's initiative.
Kind is an organization that supports refugee children, which is a cause that Jillian and I are both passionate about.
Walk for the Children is a nonpartisan charity event that's trying to raise awareness on the condition of the children at the border. We're doing the walk to fundraise, but it's also to objectively educate people on current immigration legislation.
The event was held on the 25th of January on a Saturday from 10 to 1. After the walk, there were also refreshments, live music, face painting, a bake sale, and raffles. They also had guest speakers who shared their immigration stories. Sophie Reyes immigrated to the States from Guadalajara, Mexico 5 years ago. With her personal story and love for children, she wanted to raise awareness about the issues at the border.
Moving countries was literally the hardest thing I have ever been through in my life, and obviously the culture, the language, everything was going to be new. It was scary, but I could never imagine what it would be like to put your life at risk and then get separated from your family, especially when you're a kid.
Though the event was held a couple days ago, there are still ways to be involved in helping Kind's cause.
We encourage you to vote and be an informed voter, but we're going to provide information on how to call your congressman. You can still sign the petition or you can donate. We want to instill the efficacy within students that your voice does count. Even before you're eligible to vote, you can still make a difference.
For The Lead, I'm Hannah Wee.
I'm so great they had a great turnout.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing, all these people in the community coming out and giving a helping hand to those who, may be less fortunate.
Right.
Everyone's favorite ogre is back with the Colony High School's very own production of Shrek the Musical. The musical lasts from February 7th through the 9th. The first show will be at Friday at 7 p.m. and 2 showings per day on Saturday and Sunday. Tickets can be purchased using the link in the description below for $14. So grab your popcorn and your drink and be sure to enjoy the show.
Speaking of beloved animated characters, a few lucky people had tea with Ariel. Hebron Hawk Theater Company held a meet and greet called Tea Under the Sea to promote their musical, The Little Mermaid. During this event, the young audience was encouraged to come and meet the characters off stage. They also took part in making fun crafts and drawing various characters. The interactions included giving out buttons and signing autographs on the masterpieces created by the children. The event turned out to be fun for both the audience and the cast.
Rounding out our theater coverage, this past weekend, FMHS Theater presented the musical How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. The musical centered around the 1950s corporate world, where a window washer tries to climb the corporate ladder. This show-stopping production was put together by the Flower Mound Fine Arts Department, including the FMHS Theater, band, choir, orchestra, and dance departments. The musical was a huge success, drawing in big crowds to all 4 performances.
LISD girls, listen up. There's an upcoming competition for those of you who are interested in computer science. If your school wins, they could win up to $1,350 in cash prizes from Girls Go Cyberstar. The organization's goal is to shine the spotlight on women in the cybersecurity industry. If your school is interested, you can use the link in the comment section below.
The lead would like to congratulate Flower Mound DECA for their outstanding performance. Flower Mound High School had 24 students qualify for state. The competition featured varying divisions from sports marketing to financial counseling. Among the top students were Tushar Mittal and Timothy Lee. Well done and good luck at the state competition.
Attention Marcus students, LISD's Historically Black College and Universities Fair will be hosted at the Marcus 9th grade campus on February 7th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. Over 20 schools will be represented and recruiting for their universities. If you're interested, you can access the Google form link in the comment section to sign up. Additional information can also be found on LISD's website. Do you have a question? Did you ever want to be a firefighter when you were younger?
Yeah, and in fact I did. I always loved it when I was a kid, and the fire department would come by our elementary school and show us all the cool things they did. In fact, our next story actually has something to do with that. Cooper Mahalski, one of our very own, got a chance to look at the LHS Firefighter program.
I'm here at Lewisville High School, where students have the chance to take a class like no other. The LISD Dual Credit Firefighter program prepares students for situations they might face as a firefighter or EMT.
So a couple of years ago, we actually had a team from LHS. They went and saw a dual credit presentation with NCTC. They kind of drew up the idea, brought it back to Principal Kosh over at LHS, and they ended up implementing it and proposing the plan, implementing it for the 2018-19 school year. But the unique thing about this partnership is they're actually being trained by certified firefighters that are active right now.
The program doesn't only focus on firefighting.
Hopefully the biggest thing is to teach them teamwork, to teach them some responsibility, to teach a new skill. If they want to get into this business, that is our biggest goal, is to get these guys to graduate from high school, run a paramedic school, or just get on the job as a fireman.
The firefighter program also includes an EMT portion.
With this class, I'll become EMT certified, which means that I can basically perform life-saving maneuvers on people.
Having the EMT portion is huge because that automatically just helps them and helps their credentials.
They should take this class if they know that they're going into this field or they're looking for a way to get a head start and maybe medical or something like that, because this class is a great beginner for that as well.
With course registration coming up, this class might be perfect for you. For more information, you can contact your counselor or the NCTC Emergency Management Department. For the lead, I'm Cooper Mahalski.
That's such an amazing way to get people involved in the community.
Yeah, it's really great to see students really being prepared for their future and looking to help out the community.
Yeah. So, after the break, on our new segment called Icebreaker, Tech East Principal Mr. Moreno and I had the chance to chat over ice cream.
And we'll head into all things sports news.
Hi, I'm Destiny Paxton, and this is the Icebreaker, where I'll be getting the inside scoop on our LISD principals. Today I'm here with Mr. Moreno from recently renamed campus Tech East. Good afternoon, how are you today?
Good afternoon, I'm doing well.
So we have your favorite ice cream?
Yeah, a little orange sherbet, but it's more about the nerds that are sitting on top of it, and the candy toppings are more important than the ice cream itself.
That's good. All right, so why did you choose this flavor?
Orange is good, it kind of makes you think you're eating fruit.
I feel that, I like fruit.
You feel better about it, that you're not just eating
Yeah.
sweets, you know, it's a fruit flavor.
So what other profession would you like to try if you weren't a principal?
If I wasn't a principal, I would probably do something in the construction field. I'd probably work as a carpenter or a welder. That's some of the stuff I do when I'm not working here at the school.
That's cool. And what has had like the biggest impact on your life? What'd you say?
Related to being a principal or just in general?
Just in general.
You know, I was fortunate growing up that I had two very caring parents that have really got myself and my brothers on laid a good foundation at home and a good track for us to be on and have grown up. So, you know, I'd say my mom and dad have had probably the most impact in my life to get me to where I am now and the kind of the work I'm doing.
I think I'd agree with that as well. And what do you like to do on the weekends?
When I'm
in your free time?
In my free time, I like, you know, we have 3 horses. And so I spend a lot of time working with our horses and helping my kids work with the horses. And then I like doing construction work and building things, making things out of metal, whether it's you know, pipe fences or doing some artistic things like benches and swings and tables and stuff like that.
Okay. And if there was a movie about you, if there was a movie being created about you, who would play you in that movie and why?
You know, I have never been asked that question or ever even really thought about it. I don't know who would. It'd be somebody, I guess, that's a tough one. I've never really thought about it. You stumped me cold on that one.
It could be a celebrity or someone that you know personally. Who best knows you?
It'd probably be SpongeBob or Homer Simpson would probably be. They'd have to be an animated series if I was going to be in a movie.
Okay. And what's something special that you have in your office? Like decorative or just sitting on your desk that holds sentimental value or has a memory behind it?
I have a belt buckle that was awarded to me back in, I guess it was around 2004, 2005 from the Marcus High School FFA for helping them and some work I did for the Marcus High School FFA, and they gave me a belt buckle, and so it's in a little frame, so that was kind of special to me.
Actually, we're about to do the rapid fire, so this is where I'm going to ask you either or questions.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start now. So Star Wars or Shrek?
Star Wars.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Movies or books?
Movies.
Shoes or barefoot?
Gotta be shoes.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Favorite color?
Red.
Hip hop or rock?
Rock.
Sweet or sour?
I like the sweet and sour, like the sour
combination.
Yeah, the combination, like
Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids, sour
yeah,
Skittles.
I like those too.
Sour gummy worms.
So hot weather or cold weather?
Cold.
Okay. Okay, night or morning person?
Used to be a night person, but as I've gotten older, I've become a morning person.
Okay. Well, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Icebreaker. And coming up, we'll take a look at sports news from all around the district.
You're watching the Lead Sports Update with Kellen Croxton.
Hello everyone, I'm Kellen here with your sports rundown for LASD. Let's start with last night's basketball scores. The first place Lady Jags routed Nimitz 50-27, improving their record to 9-1. Marcus and Hebron faced off in what was almost a mirror match of the boys game, with the Lady Marauders winning 49-43. Lewisville was also able to grab a low-scoring win against Capel, boosting Lewisville to 7-3. Congratulations to Lady Cougar Jewel Spear for scoring 2,500 points in her high school career. The 5'9" guard for the Colony is one of the top 100 girls players in Texas. Spear recently committed to play basketball at Wake Forest. She's averaging 24 points a game, making her a key piece in the Colony's offense. Moving to the boys' scores, the Colony topped Denton 60-58 in a very close game. The Cougars' record is now at 21-7 and first place in their district. Flower Mound also won big, beating Nimitz 68-40. Lewisville was able to barely beat out the first place Gabel Cowboys 57-54, and the Marcus Marauders beat Hebron 49-40, extending a 5-game win streak. Moving on to soccer scores, Flower Mound tied Irving last night 2-2, and the Jags are now 0-2-1 and struggling to duplicate the state champion season they had just a year ago. Hebron was able to top Gabel 3-1, improving to 3-4-3, and keep an eye on Marcus and Lewisville, both off to strong starts this season. Lewisville, which is on a 6-game win streak after defeating Irving MacArthur, and Marcus is the only undefeated team in district at 9-0-1, and they routed Nimitz 5-0. The Colony lost to Little Elm 5-1. Moving on to the girls' scores, the Lady Cougars are 5-3-2. Flower Mound and Marcus are the top 2 teams in the district right now, with Flower Mound going 6-0-1 and Marcus having a remarkable 12-1 start to the season. This record was helped by the dominant 4-0 victory against Nimitz last night. Back to basketball, LHS has a sophomore guard who is breaking all kinds of records. Blake Rawls has more.
Kiante George is dominating high school basketball and making history for LHS as one of the most valuable players. He has 11 college offers and is the 4th top recruited player in Texas.
Well, he's very gifted athletically and offensively. He's a big guard. He's got good skill set. He shoots the ball really well. He's probably one of the most offensively gifted kids that I've been around.
It's like playing with Kiante. He's very good, he's very talented. It's really fun playing with him because he can really score, so it makes the game really fun.
It's just fun, like just playing against people, going away, playing against in front of their home crowd and beating them. Basketball's just fun.
He's only the 12th person in school history to score 1,000 points, and it took him 41 games to do it, so he's got a lot of upside there.
If I do what I got to do, then I would hit 1,000 points. I just went out there and just played and gave my all, and then I ended up hitting 1,000 points.
Even though he's an offensive machine, Kiante still has room to improve.
Like when my trainer, I work on getting to the basket, get to my spots faster, cause just little stuff, cause that's gonna make me better than what I am right now. My goals is win a district championship. It's been a long time since we did that.
This is just the beginning for Kiante, as he is only a sophomore. His future is looking bright. And for the lead, I'm Blake Rawls.
Twitter contest.
In honor of Season 4 of The Lead starting, we're asking you to send in a picture of your class watching The Lead. The winner will be notified next episode and has a chance to win a gift card.
If you want to know more about what's happening in the district or have a story you want to see covered, follow us on Twitter at LASDTheLead or email us at lasdthelead@gmail.com. Well, that's all for this week. For The Lead, I'm Destiny Paxton.
And I'm Joseph Standifer, and we'll see you next time.